Hey everybody, hope you guys are having a great Monday. We're at Fincher Chapel, Life Springs Methodist Church. This is the original church, the oldest church in Pike County. It's an auxiliary building for our new church, Life Springs Church, just down the street. It's across the street from the old Scout House. Walking here towards the church, trying to fast pace this for you. Like, what is this guy doing? Well, again, my name is Matt Bussell, owner of Solutions to Low Voltage. That's me. I apologize for the rough look today. It's been a long day. I've been working hard today. Going in here, first thing I want to show you is the Dahua 4-channel kit. That's an IP camera system. 4 megapixel Starlight. That's actually a 4K recorder. For those who are like, what is 4K? 4K is 8 megapixel. So super clear. But if your viewing is near very close, you don't really need to go 4K. 4 megapixel does the trick. So what we've got here, guys, is again, we're in a beautiful sanctuary. This is about as authentic as it gets right here for a Methodist church or for any church. We got the stained glass windows. We got the handmade pews. Of course, we got the church carpet. I love this up here at the altar. That's crafted. That's workmanship right there, guys. That's where someone took the paintbrush and stained it and took the time to do it right. But this is what's getting me. We got these places in the ceiling where the ceiling tiles are coming down. They're not really ceiling tiles, right? They're special panels. They're original quality, original structure, original building materials. You're not going to find another tile like this in town. So what we're trying to do is minimize losing the other 99%. I believe that if this was a water issue or a humidity issue, we would have more of a consistent showing of problems here. But this is a location where a tile has not come through yet. I believe an animal is walking across the ceiling and it's caved in, and he got lucky and he was able to keep cruising. Back here, it did not look like this last week. Only partial of that was hanging down, and the big piece that's missing, it was not missing. It did make a mess. We got the the critter folks out here. They're doing a good job, and we see signs of animal up there. We've got tunneling outside. They're trying to get back in. Those animals like church too. I don't know why, because they're not doing their tithe and their offering. They just want to come in here and wreck the church. And we know church members aren't going to do that. We're going to take care of our facility. But here we go. I was just kidding about the tithe and offering, guys. I wish they would pay to help clean up the mess they made. But we got a camera down here, and that camera is looking down this aisle right there. We're going to catch them, if there is such. There's the recorder. I'm sorry it's long, guys. But just hang in with me, because you're going to like this part right here. Got another camera down there. It's going to look down this aisle coming my way. Got this one camera right here. It's going to be looking straight up at that. By the way, all these cameras are audio enabled, so any signs, squeaking, noises, they will be heard and seen. And then what's cool is I got this camera right here. This is an awesome camera. It's called the fisheye camera. It's panoramic. You can see the entire ceiling here, okay? The whole thing is showing. Again, looking down that aisle, just in case the little guy wants to go to the altar. We'll be able to see him. Might be his last visit. And then there's your ceiling that we're mostly concerned about. But again, this fisheye is really cool, because with this fisheye, I can see if the camera is actually going to, I can see the camera, I can see the whole ceiling. Just bear with me. I'm actually logging into the recorder. I don't want you to see what I'm typing. But just bear with me. I'm sorry for the jitteriness. I'm trying to hold the camera, the phone camera, and edit this at the same time. Cool. Here we go. You got the fisheye camera. What we can do with this guy is should be able to go into a mode where we'll be able to change the fisheye view. There is your camera right there. Again, that is the fisheye. Don't believe we've got the firmware updated for this yet. Let me dig one more time. One more time. Don't see it yet. We're definitely going to have to enable the firmware for this. But as you can see, the whole entire ceiling, including 99% of the windows, are in the field of view. What I was trying to do is allow the fisheye to go to the four corners rather, and there's also different views. Believe it or not, this fisheye is grabbing a lot of pixels, so you can use those in different ways later. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this one. Back to the 4 screen here. So tonight we got this thing set to recording. I've got some motion detection set up. I'm gonna do a little line crossing detection there and there. I'm gonna do some motion spots up there, and as well as up there. I'm running out of time. I got this up and running in about 30 minutes. I know it's not the official installation of a camera system for a church, but I even was able to use the janitorial's drop cord. It was just waiting on there for me. So when the good Lord says do something, you got to do it. And, that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to catch these critters. Again, it might not be critters. I mean, if a ceiling tile just happens to fall, it just happens to fall. Certainly something is pushing it down. Otherwise, like I said, we'd see much more of a consistent issue. Again, my name is Matt Bussell. I'm sorry it took so long. But again, this was our first, I wouldn't say our first donated camera system, but it's definitely our first camera system that we put in a church to be utilized in such a manner as what we're using it here. Lots of daycares, lots of churches that we put cameras in, but not too often are we looking for critters and whatever else. But cameras are useful, and they're awesome. And the old football coach said, the eye in the sky don't lie. So let's see what we can get as far as footage. You guys have a blessed afternoon. Hope you have a safe ride home and a good evening with your family. Let's get one last look here. I don't want to call it, I'll just call it a backwoods installation. I got a plywood stretched across a couple of pews, and it'll clean up real nice. That's not going to be the problem. Let this thing run for 3 or 4 days, and guess what else? We got heavy rains coming down, so hey man, the ceiling could collapse and fall on all my equipment. That wouldn't be that big of a loss because it's not that expensive, especially for what purpose it serves. I hear that all the time. Oh, cameras are too expensive. Yeah, but they could really save you later down the road. But that heavy rain's coming in. We got about 2 or 3 days of heavy rain. So these cameras will show if these tiles are getting moisture on them. And you guys have a great afternoon. Thank you again. And again, what a wonderful church. Let's take care of this facility. Everybody, let's take care of your church. Put some time in it. Grab the vacuum cleaner. Clean something up. If you see it on the ground, pick it up. If it's leaking, advise somebody. Take care of your church. Thank y'all. Bless y'all.